Hey guys, Mr. McSweeney here to help you with the present progressive. So what is the present progressive? Well, you've learned that the present tense is things that you're doing now or things that you usually do, right? Like I swim, because I swim often. I'm not swimming right now, so if I said I swim, that doesn't necessarily mean it's happening right now. What the present progressive does is that's what it differentiates. So the present tense in Spanish can be used like for things that you are currently doing. Like if somebody calls you and says, ¿Qué haces? They're asking, hey, what are you doing? Nada, escucho a música o miro televisión, right? Because that's what you're doing at the moment, so you can use the present tense. However, if you really want to specify what's happening right at this moment, that's when you use the present progressive. So we're going to use the verb estar for this, and that is because estar is that temporary verb. So it's going to kind of showcase that, hey, this is what's happening right now, but soon it's probably not. So that's why we use estar. Okay, so for the present progressive, there's 3 steps that you follow if you want to form this perfectly every time. So what are your 3 steps? Step 1, conjugate estar. Step 2, add the infinitive verb that you're doing at that moment. And then step 3 is to change the ending of the infinitive verb to ando if it's an AR verb, or yendo if it's an ER or IR verb. So there's always irregular verbs, and that's not what we're talking about. Those kind of do their own thing, like always. But let's take a look at a couple examples. You can say yo estudio, which means I study. If your friend calls you and says, ¿Qué haces? And you say yo estudio, that's totally fine. It makes perfect sense. If you want to be really specific, then you can say yo estoy estudiando. So the present progressive can only be used when it's happening in that moment. That's the major difference between the present and the present progressive. In English, we kind of use the present progressive all the time, right? We'll say, hey, what are you doing this weekend? Even though it's not the weekend. So we're asking them, what are they doing right now about a future event? So we kind of do something weird in English. In Spanish, you can't do that. You cannot say, ¿Qué estás haciendo este fin de semana? That doesn't make any sense grammatically. It'll just kind of be like this mental block, like, hey, what did you do tomorrow? Well, what did you do is in the past tense and tomorrow's in the future. Your brain just will freeze up. Take your time with this. Practice it a lot. I hope this helps. And good luck.